It's the Jets' turn to wear their hideous rivalry jerseys this week against the Miami Dolphins. But there's going to be a new face on the sideline for the Jets, and that is quarterback Brady Cook. It was announced today at the podium that Brady Cook is going to be elevated off the practice squad and be QB2 behind Tyrod Taylor because Justin Fields apparently has a knee issue. And if you believe that, then I have a bridge to sell you in Brooklyn. The Justin Fields experiment has not worked. The reclamation project has failed. His total stats for the year, I think his year's done. I don't think he's coming back from a knee issue this late in the season, if that's really what he's got. 62.7% completion rating, 1,259 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 89.5 QBR. That's not good enough in the NFL to win games. We've seen that week in, week out. He would have a game where he'd throw for a ton of yards, and then he'd have games where he looked like he didn't even know how to play quarterback, like he had never done it his entire life. And that's a big reason why this team only has 3 wins right now. You can make the argument that if they had Tyrod starting since the beginning of the season, maybe you beat the Steelers, maybe you beat the Dolphins the first time around, maybe you beat the Buccaneers, maybe the team is fighting for that in the hunt category for the playoffs. But unfortunately, we are where we are because mainly Justin Fields is just not an NFL quarterback. I think they're doing this to protect Justin Fields' future in the NFL. When you're QB2 and you're only QB2 because you were benched, and then you go out with a knee injury, it's more like the coaching staff is protecting you against yourself. They're kind of doing you a solid almost because they know that if they do put you back out on the field, it's going to hurt your future prospects in the league. And you're going to have a problem trying to find a job after they're done with you. After Justin Fields leaves the Jets, which I think he will after the season, they'll probably just cut him and eat the dead cap money. After he's done with the Jets, based on what he has put on tape this season, I don't think an NFL team is going to grab him. I don't think an NFL team is going to say, yeah, we can fix him. Because now it's 3 teams. The Bears apparently failed him. The Steelers apparently failed him. And now the Jets have apparently failed him. Maybe the common denominator here is Justin Fields himself. He's just not an NFL quarterback. He has issues reading defenses. He stares down guys. He misses wide open guys. He cannot read a defense. I've done this over and over again. I've done all 22 film reviews, pulling my hair out trying to explain this to you guys. And now I think he's done. I don't think we're going to see him again in a Jets jersey. I don't see there is no benefit to elevating him and putting him back as QB2 behind Tyrod Taylor. The season's done. We're not going anywhere. You might as well give Brady Cook the QB2 slot and watch him get some first-team reps in practice, watch him prepare, have him be at Tyrod's hip, and see what Tyrod does. I'm not saying Brady Cook is the future. I'm not saying the Jets should not go out and draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft. But we don't know what Brady Cook is. He's an undrafted free agent out of Mizzou. Not a former teammate, a current teammate of Armand Membu. They were at Mizzou together. Now they're on the Jets. It's worth seeing what this kid has. It's worth seeing how he prepares. Aaron Glenn had this to say about him at the podium.
He's a very fiery guy. And the one thing that we do quite a bit in practice is we have a number of competition periods. And you see exactly how he goes about his business when his time comes up to really be in that situation to compete. He looks forward to it. He always asks when those opportunities are going to come for him to get a chance to do it. And we make sure we give him those reps, So he's a very competitive guy. He's going to be a quarterback in this league. I do know that. I can't tell you when, right? But he'll be a quarterback in this league.
So apparently he's a fiery guy and he's a competitive guy, and that's what you want to see out of a quarterback. That's what you want to see out of an undrafted free agent who, he doesn't know if he's ever going to get the opportunity. And when you're undrafted, sometimes you have that chip on your shoulder. Sometimes you want to prove it more. And hopefully that's what Brady Cook is. Maybe he can become a long-time starter in the NFL. Who knows? Aaron Glenn seems to think so. Tanner Angstrand seems to think so. In reality, he could be a long-time backup for us. I don't know what his future is going to be. I'm living by the day. I'm living in the moment. Get him up here. Give him the experience. It's only a positive. There is no negative to having him sit in the QB2 spot. There's no benefit to having Justin Fields be QB2, have Brady Cook sit on the practice squad, and potentially, as we're told, your quarterback 2 is dealing with a knee issue. There's no benefit to it. I like this move. It made sense. I wouldn't be surprised if towards the end of the season, we see him start a few games. Again, not because you want to bench Tyrod, but because you want to see what the kid has. You want to see how he can actually compete when the games matter. Because all we've seen so far is preseason play. And to be honest, we've seen pretty good preseason play. He seems to have a good grasp of the playbook. He's that prototypical tall quarterback who plays within rhythm. And this offensive line is playing so well, especially last week. You saw it with Tyrod. Tyrod had all day to throw the ball. It's exactly what you want for a young quarterback. It's exactly what you want for a rookie quarterback if you're going to select one in the draft, which I think they still should. I see no downside to bringing Brady Cook in, bringing him up off the practice squad, make him QB2. This is a smart decision by the coaching staff. I want to see him play. I don't want to see Tyrod get hurt. You know, you never want to see a quarterback that is as likable or a player that's as likable as Tyrod get hurt. But I want to see what Brady Cook has to offer. This whole season now, before the bye week 7, was basically turned into an evaluation season. It started off with bringing in Justin Fields and saying, you know what? If he lights it up, he's the QB of the future. And if he's not, then we're going to have a high draft pick and we're going to select someone in the draft. Plan B is now in motion. It's been in motion since week 7. And this is just a continuation of that. We've seen other young players step up like Membu, Malachi Moore, A.Z. Thomas, Kiko Mauioa, Mason Taylor has stepped up. And now Brady Cook will potentially, I think, if I had my money on it, in a few weeks, maybe he starts. But now Brady Cook has his opportunity to show the coaching staff, show us fans, and show the NFL what he can really do. Let me know what you guys think of this move. I think it's smart. It makes sense. Let me know in the comments your thoughts.